Monterrey, Nuevo León, Mexico, with a record of 15 wins and only 5 losses, 1 draw and 14 by way of knockout. Help me welcome Marcos Torito Gonzalez. And to my left, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the blue trunks with gold lettering, weighing in at 206 pounds, from Transvaal, South Africa, with a record of 16 wins, no defeats, and none by way of knockout. Help me welcome Peter the Sniper Smith.
Tail of the tape, you see the heights. 6'3" advantage for Smith. The weight advantage certainly for Gonzalez. A little slight reach for Smith. And the age identical at 25. As the referee Ronnie Ralston gives their final instructions for tonight's main event set for 10 rounds. Smith, again, I pointed at 206. A lighter heavyweight, to say the least. 226, leaning on by Gonzalez. And that may be the key here, Bob, that Smith has got to peck from the outside and keep him off the top of it.
Yeah, Peter Smith is, it's funny that we were just talking about, cruiserweights or small large cruiserweights fighting as heavyweights or whatever. Obviously, Marcos is a full-fledged heavyweight, but Peter Smith has got a much, he's got a very low degree of body fat and, one of the better-looking young guys you'll see in the ring. I wonder if he should be, maybe have our job here, because he sure is a good-looking kid, but he's, exchanging punches, and here Gonzalez has already hit him with a hook a little bit, got a little redness on Peter's eye from that left hook.
Well, all the folks back in South Africa certainly are well aware of Peter Smith and his great boxing ability. Successful amateur career, went on as a South African amateur champion, the Springbok colors as well, as far as an outstanding award. And now has gone on as he's traveled around the world to fight, making his 3rd appearance here in the state and protecting that 16-0 record.
And, as much as you don't, you come all this way and you find yourself in a fight with a guy that's got a local following and the crowds for him, it's good if a fight breaks out here for Peter Smith because, he's bonding with Harold Bolbrick right now, one of the really fine young trainers and, of international note right now, has developed a world champion in Philip Holliday. And, when you get into it.
Big right hand that time by Gonzalez. And a fight has broken out for sure, and Peter Smith has taken the blood of it in the first round as he goes down early. Well, that was a surprise.
No, it really was. He was just exchanging punches with Gonzalez, and Gonzalez got off, and Gonzalez is going to try to make something happen here. Peter's got a box, and he doesn't want to sit in that corner. He's got to get out of there.
Well, you can see the redness up around under the eyes and on the nose of Peter Smith. He's taking a loopy left hand again. Another left hand. Try to stick a left-hand jab to keep Gonzalez off the top of him, but he hasn't been able to do so.
Peter's got a box. His legs aren't underneath him yet, and Marcos is trying to loop those shots on him. Tie him up in here. There's no shame in that.
Gonzalez, you can see him starting to spark here in the first round. 45 seconds and counting. Smith trying to stick the jab, trying to throw a right hand, but Gonzalez is smothering it pretty good.
I was looking for a bonding experience for Harold and Peter, but I don't know if I expected this, but that's all right. He's getting out of the way. He's got his legs underneath him, and this Marcos Gonzalez is a tough hombre. He fought Alonzo Highsmith, fought him in his professional debut, and although Highsmith beat him, he had Highsmith on the deck with a big right hand, and he's really improved.
Credit to Peter Smith again, who has taken some follow-up punishment since going down in the round. Has indeed started to stick and move, just exactly what he needed to do, but Gonzalez catches him again as they near the end of round 1.
There's something heavy going down, so brace yourself for a blast. Heavyweight explosion. Boxing's big boys, all heavyweights, all the time, holding nothing back. Slugfest between the biggest fighters on the planet. 2 hours that'll hit you like a ton of bricks. Featuring Obed Sullivan and Darrell Wilson. Heavyweight explosion. Live on pay-per-view. Lightweights need not apply.
The Wall Street Journal.
a clear 10-8 round going for Gonzalez as he puts Smith down on the seat of his pants in the first round.
You see Peters, he's moving his feet a little bit. He doesn't, you know, he's got a box behind that jab. Box this guy. You don't want to go in there and exchange hooks with him because obviously he's in with a guy that outweighs him by about 10 kilos. And Marcus is getting brave here, trying to rain bombs on Peter Smith. One problem Marcos Gonzalez has a lot of is he can't get any sparring down in Mexico. You know, there's only a half a dozen heavyweights, and very few of them are of any substance at all. So another right hand hurts Peter Smith. I don't think he's hurt it, connected a little bit. But he's got to box for a round, you know, get his bearing and everything, and I'm sure that's what Harold Bobrick told him to do. Don't sit in there and try to exchange punches with this guy.
Peter Smith trying to fight off Gonzalez in the second round. Smith, who qualified for the Olympic Games as Olympian for South Africa, never got to make that trip. Asked him how disappointing it was. He said, it was disappointing to the point that I knew that I had to go on with my life and went into the pros, and it was a great moment for me to make that step and do what I've done so far. But now he is being tested in his third trip to the States.
And, you know, Harold Bobrick's been here in town for about a week with Peter Smith, which isn't a long time when you're coming from South Africa, but he's got Bo Williford from Louisiana nearby here working the corner. Bo's been to South Africa several times, worked at Quick Tillis go over there and fight a lot of big fights, and you know, they're working together. They're a looping shot by Gonzalez, but he's not hurt Peter Smith like he did in the first round, but he's sure getting his punches off. Good body shot by Peter Smith, then he comes up top. I think the longer this fight goes, the better it is for Smith because he's in the gym with big guys all the time. And Marcos Gonzalez, as I said, he really, it's, oh, big right hand by Smith.
Gonzalez staggers into the center of the ring. Smith comes out and Gonzalez flips back and gets Smith down. He hit him with the left hand again. Smith reeling, trying to get his legs under him. He goes into the neutral corner. Ronnie Ralston will be called on to make a decision now if he lets the fight go. I'm not sure Peter Smith hasn't got a broken nose out of that.
Oh, he got underneath that. He's getting underneath that. He got a little brave, exchanging punches with Gonzalez.
30 seconds to go in a round, and this fight could end right here in the second as Smith is reeling. Gonzalez comes back throwing punches.
Oh.
Smith is going down for a second time.
Peter Smith's hurt.
There he goes as he topples. And now it's over. Ronnie Ralston stops it in the second round as Gonzalez hands Smith his first loss as a professional.
Huge upset here. Peter Smith never recovered from that first round knockdown, and he caught Gonzalez with some shots in the second round, and he decided to exchange punches with him, and Marcos Gonzalez strikes lightning in a bottle, Sam. Well, huge upset.
You know, it gets back to the point we were trying to make between the fights again. You've got a man that's at 206, a man fighting at 226. If the 206 is a real skilled boxer, and not that Peter Smith was not, but again, that power, once again, of Gonzalez paid dividends as he lands the big punch, puts Smith down, as you pointed out, never recovered, and finally finishes him off in the second round.
Tremendous upset. I'm telling you, I never would have predicted this.
Here, let's take a look at the knockdown again as he goes down a couple of times in the round.
See, this is where Peter Smith got Marcos Gonzalez in trouble and decided to exchange punches in him, and that was his mistake. I know that Harold Bobrick told him, box this guy for a couple of rounds, get your feet underneath him, and he got Peter's legs just weren't underneath him, but yeah. He's brave, and he was trying to exchange punches with Gonzalez, and Gonzalez was clubbing him.
Another left hook again, put him reeling after that first knockdown of the round. Smith gamely tried to fight on, but finally too much by Gonzalez. And there, I think the right hand was the one that really kind of staggered him, and the left hand says good night. As he goes down, and here's Carlos Sidle.
Fight fans, and now the decision. Let's hear it for a stunning upset. The official time, 2 minutes, 47 seconds of the second round. Marcos Torito Gonzalez.
Gonzalez, a very proud